We're going now.
Okay, we're going. Episode 3 podcast. We got Ryan in the background as our groupie. Give him a wave.
Holla.
How's things been going? How's this week?
Good.
Good. What are we going to talk about on this one?
Yeah, we went to Brass Rails Friday night, I think.
That burger was just so, man. I wasn't too impressed.
You had the
with
best
it.
nachos. The nachos were pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a fun time. I'm on spring break this week. You guys ain't about that life. And that was the one thing that I liked about like in the military. Before I got out, I was like, man, I can't wait to start school again because it's like I'll have certain holidays off. I'll have like a month off for Christmas.
Oh, yeah. You're a full-time student, aren't you?
Yeah.
Still full-time, and you're almost done.
Next semester, yep.
Okay, so you got one more semester.
Yeah, I got one more semester.
In the fall.
Yep.
I thought you were done after this one.
No.
Oh shoot. Gosh,
Nope.
why did I think that?
Idiot.
Probably lied to me or something.
Well, today, like we talked about, we'll just ask random questions, maybe get to know each other a little better. And listen, dude, we gotta ask the good questions. All right.
What's your hopes and dreams?
No. Like, what was the question?
Pizza.
Like, yeah, what's your favorite brand? Like, okay, not frozen pizza. What's your favorite like order pizza
Papa
or
John's.
go?
Papa John's.
What about Papa John's?
The sauce is better.
You think so?
It's sweet. Domino's is like cheap. Pizza Hut. I mean, Pizza Hut's like pretty good. Like
What about Gambino's? You ever had Gambino's?
No.
Okay, what about you never had Gambino's? Godfather's.
Oh, well, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Godfather's was good. But Minsky's, I've been to Minsky. I was at Minsky's 3 weeks ago, and they have some amazing pizza.
Yeah, Minsky's is good. Ryan? Minsky's?
Like Minsky's.
Is that your favorite? Oh.
So, yes, I had that 3 weekends ago. The greatest. Let me tell you, Minsky's Pizza does it the best.
I have to go with Pizza Hut.
Their crust is good.
Pizza Hut is just...
And it's fluffy.
It's fluffy. I like their
pizza.
sauce. I will say Domino's, their thin crust. If you've ever had their pan thin crust...
I don't like regular
really
Domino's. I think Pizza has the best thin crust. But
Pizza Hut
Domino's is, let's be real, it's cheaper pizza. The sauce is like cheap.
Remember a couple of years ago when they had to like change their whole marketing thing to be like, we're more than pizza.
Well, they had to change their sauce because people said it tastes too much like ketchup. I'm not kidding you. That's what they tweeted.
Serious?
I follow these companies, man. I like pizza, and it still tastes like butthole.
All right, so you said Papa John's, Minsky's.
Yes, but
So what's your favorite pizza not frozen?
Yeah,
Not like
pizza
a frozen.
just not frozen. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, I agree with that too. But I think when what's your favorite pizza? I think what are you ordering? Delivery or something? It's Papa John's.
I like pizza and the Pizza Hut wings.
The Pizza Hut wings are very good, but those Papa John's wings are good too. I mean,
okay. Next question. Your turn.
What was I gonna say? What was I gonna ask? What? Oh yeah, I'm stealing this from you anyway.
Okay.
What's a movie that makes you cry every time?
Okay, I have a couple. Okay, we've already talked about this. Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. Every time when Frodo goes out to the Undying Lands and he looks back, it's Frodo.
Yeah, and he has a sinister smile, like I got you guys. Yeah, it's like screw you guys.
No, that part gets me. Iron Giant. You guys ever seen Iron Giant, the cartoon movie?
Yeah, Vin Diesel.
It was Vin Diesel.
It was Vin Diesel.
That movie, dude, that makes me cry every time. Seabiscuit. No, I'm kidding. I haven't seen that. Forrest Gump
actually is a good movie.
Forrest Gump gets me a little knot in my throat.
Yeah, the lump.
Because you're like, he's been through so much. He's lost Bubba, Jennig. He's got to take care of his son by himself. His mama.
Yeah, didn't Jenny? Wasn't like the whole reason, basically she died because she had AIDS.
I think
In
so.
that movie,
I think so.
she was a little bit loose
Hmm.
back in the 70s days. My movie, it's weird. It's Click. But anytime there's like a movie where it's like a father-son relationship, that just gets
Star
me.
Wars.
No, not Star Wars. That was an abusive relationship, if anything, we can learn from that. But Click, for sure, like when he's dying in the hospital and he runs out because he wants to like have his last words with his son, which is family first, work second. And I was like, just don't get me worked up. But I would say Click, but there's a few others, but Click just does it for me every time. I love watching that movie. For one, Kate Beckinsale. I mean, hottest woman on the face of this earth, scolding hot. But two, it's for that scene, but mainly Kate Beckinsale. But
Okay.
Click.
Is there like a meme where Adam Sandler movies, it's like him and like his over like triple XL t-shirts and they're like down to his knees and then he has like a smoking hot wife in his movies? Isn't that a thing?
Good for him. It was in Grown Ups, it was Salma Hayek.
Yeah.
And then of course Jennifer Aniston has been in a couple with him.
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore, which is actually one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies is 50 Dates. Click, 50
Really?
Dates. I really like The Do-Over. I like The Cobbler.
Waterboy.
Nah.
Really?
Like, when people think Adam Sandler movies, they think of like Billy Madison and The Waterboy and stuff. No, I think of the newer stuff. Those are good movies. They're silly. They were good at the time.
Uncut Gems.
That's a good one. So I've only seen 2 movies by him that were actually like serious roles, and it was Uncut Gems and The Cobbler. You ever seen The Cobbler?
No.
A lot of people haven't even heard of it.
I've heard of it, but
It's a good one. He's a shoe cobbler, and it's just got an interesting storyline
Okay.
and stuff.
Ryan, do you have any movies or shows that make you 11/22/63? The end where he's dancing with her and like
I've never seen that. I've never even heard of that.
you've seen it, right, Ryan? Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when he does everything? Spoilers here.
That's fine.
He does everything. He goes back, and it turns out everything he did was for nothing because the world's crappier. There was like a big plague that happened, and he's like, I gotta go back. I gotta go back to put things like go back and change nothing. So he goes back, and he sees Sadie at the diner, and he's like, Sadie, or like whatever, and at that moment, he has to decide whether he's going to try to live his life with her in the 60s or wherever he's at, or if he has to go back to the future to kind of like make sure everything's set back right, remember? And then he shakes her hand, and in that moment, he makes a decision that I can't be with you because it's like one of those things where the past pushes back. It was, anyways.
I'd have to see it.
Yeah, you'd have to see it.
I'd never heard. I like James Franco. Actually, really like his stuff.
Well, that show that there's that part in there kind of gets me a little lump in my throat. My dog Skip, that gets me too with Frankie Muniz.
Oh yeah, that is a good one.
Okay, Ryan, you have any?
I wish.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
One time Ryan lived here. We were watching Forrest Gump, and he was like drying his tears with a sock. Stuff is.
I remember one time I came home and for leave, and my dad and I watched the whole Lord of the Rings trilogy, and it was the final scene, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to bed, Kyle." I was like, "Okay, Dad." Just that scene and the music, you go through a journey with these little guys,
Well, that's why it's just so good. Did you ever read the books?
I read like halfway through the second one.
I never read the books. Of course, I'm not a reader, and then I never. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan.
Okay, well,
never read
what was the
books,
last
though.
good book you read? What was the last book you read?
Like cover to cover.
Yeah, that maybe stuck with you or something, or.
Oh. I don't even remember, man.
The Shack.
That actually probably was it.
That was pretty good.
The cover to cover. I own the movie too. It's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
Yeah, they turned it into a movie.
Yeah, no, I
With
know
the guy
that.
from Avatar.
Sam Worthington. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was pretty good. I enjoyed the movie, but I think the book is a little bit better because I feel like the book sucks you into the story a little bit better than the movie
So
itself.
we're talking about Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and the Shack and stuff. What's probably the best adaptation of a book to a movie or TV show?
I would have to say Harry Potter. Then
Did you read the books?
No.
Okay, but they're good movies.
And like if you when every time a new movie would come out of them, and same with Lord of the Rings, they never disappointed. Like you listen to people who read the books, and like it holds up.
Yeah, right.
So
I
don't know. Are you watching anything good on Netflix right now?
I'm not a big TV guy. I mean, Maddie and I will watch some shows together. This is a question for you.
Yeah,
because you're on Netflix.
I'm on Netflix. I'm on Amazon Prime all the time too.
Well, yeah, what's the best series or movie you've seen on any of the streaming services?
Okay, so I have a couple on my watch list right now that are Netflix specials, Netflix originals. But I just finished the other day, Worst Roommate Ever, and I love documentaries and I love docuseries, especially about murder. But there's so many on Netflix. There's the Times Square serial killer. And what do you say? And that was good. So Worst Roommate Ever, check it out.
Okay.
If you're into like murder stuff, yeah. And then one of my favorite docu-series on Netflix is about the Colombian NASA shuttle that blew up in the late 80s.
Disaster or something.
Yeah. I've watched that actually twice.
Because
it's educational too.
You know what? I watched a documentary about it too. Is it in that documentary where they talk about how the astronauts might have survived the initial explosion?
Yeah. Well, it's not. They don't talk. Well, it's briefly mentioned.
But
in the documentary.
You've heard about that, right? Where they potentially survived the initial explosion, but the cabin pressure probably caused them to pass out, and then they died when they hit the ground.
Yeah.
Or something.
when they found them in the water, they were in the ocean when they were.
Well, there's a photo of like a helmet that was like destroyed from one of them. And I'd have to look at it again.
Yeah, but that's
okay.
Of course, that was before our time, just by a few years. But that was just an interesting disaster. It's educational. I like watching documentaries that also kind of educate you.
Yeah, I did watch a show on Netflix called Arcane. It's based off a video game called League of Legends. It's like an anime type thing. It's I don't know. I don't really know how you classify something as anime. Is it just if it's animated? I don't know if it's Japanese. I don't know.
I'd say Japanese cartoon.
Okay, well, I don't think it's a Japanese cartoon. I don't know. Anyways, it's really good. It's based off League of Legends. Really good. Tiger King. That's a.
So Tiger King, you can consider it's like a documentary, but it's kind of like a reality show in the sense.
Yeah.
I like documentaries. This one, I mean, it does document real time and real people, but it just seems like it's more of like a reality show than anything.
I'm going through the Clone
well
Wars
made
on Disney Plus.
Man, I got to get Disney again because we were talking about Brass Rail the other night and everyone was talking about favorite Disney movies and stuff. And I was like, man, I got to get Disney Plus. Well, I got rid of Disney Plus. I didn't re-up another year because I watched everything. I can only watch Monsters Inc. and Monsters University so many times and all the Toy Stories. And there's some good ones on Oliver and Company. Good one. Good Disney cartoon.
What are your top 3 Disney movies? I think we talked about this the other night.
I would have to say Pocahontas, Aladdin, and are we talking cartoon? Or just
let's do cartoon.
Okay. Are we considering Pixar?
No.
Okay, so it'd be Aladdin, Pocahontas, and Hercules is up there. You say top 3, man, but Hercules, I got some ties in there, but I'd have to say it's a tie between Hercules and Oliver and Company. But you also got
Oliver and Company a cartoon?
Yep.
I've never seen it.
It's from the 80s, Billy Joel. It was you know how like Elton John composed Lion King and stuff?
Yeah.
Billy Joel composed Oliver and Company.
And
it didn't get as much success, but it has some good songs in it.
Who's the guy that did the Tarzan?
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins, yeah. Yep.
So I would have to Tarzan's up there too, man.
Yeah, I think
like from our like in the 90s, man, was such like a great era for Disney.
That was like
cartoons.
the renaissance of Disney cartoons.
And they weren't really that relevant in the 80s, but in the 60s and 70s, and I mean, shoot, I think Snow White was from like the early 60s.
No. Snow White, I think, was the very first cartoon movie Disney did, and I think it was from like the 40s
Cinder
or 50s.
Yeah.
Look it up. I think
Let's
it's,
look that up because
I mean, while you're looking that up, I'll go through my top 3.
okay.
Aladdin, Hercules, and Hunchback of Notre Dame. I think. I really like the music in that.
1937.
Yep. 1937. That's crazy, isn't it?
I do like The Little Mermaid too. Because like when I was growing up too, you watch stuff like that, and they have freaking hot women on there. I mean, Jasmine, Little Mermaid. You laugh, but I'm serious. Like you're like a little kid. You're like, oh my gosh, look at that. You know,
Look at that.
I mean, that's why I like watching them too. Of course, I had a sister growing up, and an older sister, and she watched all the Disney movies. She was a big Disney nerd and stuff.
What are your favorite Disney
Princess
movies,
stuff.
Ryan?
Oh, that's right. He like really likes Lion King. Yeah.
Oh,
Never grew up.
because if we went with Pixar, I mean, Monsters Inc. is that's like one of the best Pixar movies, I think.
Which one?
Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc. Toy. Yeah, I would say my favorite as far as the Pixar stuff goes would have to be Monsters Inc.
Treasure Planet's good. I like Treasure Planet.
Someone brought up Treasure Planet the other day.
Yeah.
I think it was that Drew kid or
Mhm.
something.
Yep, Treasure Planet. Finding Nemo.
Forgot about that. Dude.
You forgot about
Okay,
that.
I gotta say Nemo's better than Monsters
Nemo-
by a smidge.
Oh.
I'm serious, by like just a smidge, because at the end of the Finding Nemo, that's like one of the movies too that like make you cry, and same with Finding Dory too.
I've never seen Finding Dory.
Oh, what?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's a tearjerker at the end, man, because she finds her parents. Spoiler. But
Dang you!
but it's just like it like goes
Son
back
of
to the first time when Marv and whatever his name is and Dory meet. She was looking for her parents,
Oh,
and she has memory loss problems.
what would be if you could pick any fictional world to live in? What would you pick? Out of any movies, books, comics, TV shows, and what would you want to do in that world?
So I would have to say Dragon Tales
Okay.
because there's no violence, everyone's happy, or Dora because you have a talking map.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're kind of different on this.
You're gonna say like Lord of the Rings or something.
You're exactly
dumb.
right.
Why?
Lord of the Rings, and you could be like a hobbit or an elf.
Okay, you can be a hobbit who's under fear of the wizard guy who's going to kill you.
Gandalf?
No, the Saruman.
That's
You're
all
constantly
taken
under
care
fear of... No.
Dude, you get to live in a hobbit hole, you smoke
Until it gets-
tobacco.
Until it gets taken over by guys on horses that want to kill you.
Oh, that's fake. That's all fake stuff.
No, because that's why I'm picking like Dragon Tales or something, because it's like easy.
Yeah. Nope, I'd go with Lord of the Rings. Maybe Star Trek.
All right, okay, so now you say something stupid like that. Well, you'd want to go into space in fear of getting blown up and sucked out
Maybe
in
be a
space.
captain, dude.
You want to be captain, dude. You'd be the freaking
Engineer.
No, you'd be like the trash man.
Hey, that's okay.
I mean, at least you live in your dream.
I'm in a starship,
Gosh,
you know.
man. Starship Enterprise.
Were you gonna ask a
I
question?
don't even remember. What was I gonna ask? I got sidetracked. I don't know what I was gonna ask. I probably forgot. It'll come back. So I actually have a question suggestion.
Are there more wheels in the world or doors?
Yeah,
I would say wheels.
wheels.
Why are
Why?
you doors?
Think of
How's it doing?
think of every vehicle, car in the world.
and
every
those
motorcycle.
cars also-
Oh,
Yeah, but what about motorcycles, scooters? What about bikes, skateboards?
that area.
okay. So it's wheels.
All of the
How many wheels are on every single freaking office chair?
That's true. That's true. Wheels and office chairs.
I mean,
Look,
I can
that's
count.
got 4 wheels right there.
There's more wheels in this room than there is doors. One door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm counting 12 wheels right now.
Dang.
Okay.
Ryan, have you thought
Again.
about this?
Okay, again. 1, 2. Do you want to consider that a door? On the deep freeze?
Or is that a hatch?
You're still beat. With wheels just in this room.
I think there.
All right. You're never getting invited back.
I don't know. We should.
We should
look
Google
that up.
this. Yeah,
we should look it up.
Is there more doors or more wheels in the world? Wow.
Let's see.
That's-
What else could we ask?
That's to Google. They better make a documentary about that. Yeah. Someone's sole purpose is to count all
the
the wheels.
wheels on the bus.
Buses. They got sick. One door.
2 doors. 2 doors. The back door.
Oh, I guess we'll consider the roof as a door. There's still more wheels on a
roof
bus
isn't-
than
a
there
roof-
is doors.
A roof isn't a door.
The escape one. Well, we were considering the ice chest as a door, the flip thing. Why wouldn't the escape hatch on a bus count as a door?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the roof in your house. I'm like, you
no.
wanna count that
Like
as a
on the
door.
bus, there's still more wheels on a bus than doors.
Go round and round.
Yeah, and they go around. Doors
They're
don't go
square.
anywhere. I'm just telling you, wheels are more superior to doors.
Well, here's the thing. If you think about cars, though, there's typically 4 doors and then four wheels, so they can cancel out each other. There are sports cars that have 4 wheels and only 2 doors.
You,
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
hobbits
I
live in a
hope so.
hole in the ground, which is why I would
they
like
have
to be
one
in Lord of the
door,
Rings.
but they probably got a wagon with 4 wheels. Hobbits.
But then you got you got trailers.
This guy. Yeah, I don't think so. Man.
Interesting. I don't know. That's an interesting topic.
All right, end of conversation. Get out.
Gosh. That's a good question, Ryan.
That is a good question.
We'll take another question from our audience. Okay. Whoa.
Yeah. Been wearing this a while.
Are you nervous?
No, I just sweat a lot.
What's that?
What?
Oh, that's a bicep.
You said 4 doors, and it reminded me of the Kyle Rittenhouse trial.
Why?
4 doors, more whores.
What?
That was his name on Twitter, and they brought it up in the
seriously?
court. Yeah,
Oh
they brought
my
it up in
gosh.
court. The attorney was like, "So your Twitter name is 4 doors, more whores?" And Kyle
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh.
"Yeah."
You just kind of owned it.
It was really popular on TikTok for a while. 4 doors, more whores. I mean, he's not wrong. It was like his gamer tag or something. I don't think it was his Twitter.
Oh, his gamer tag. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
It was his
because
gamer tag because they asked about Call of Duty.
Xbox, yeah. Are you an Xbox or PlayStation guy?
Xbox. Right now.
Let's talk about lifetime.
Oh, PlayStation.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really know the reason of it. It's just I remember the first PlayStation we got was the PS1, and me and my sister split the cost of it.
Yeah, I mean, tell me about that.
And I don't think there was really any debate about getting an Xbox or PlayStation, but I think my sister wanted certain games. She's older, so she kind of made the calls.
Yeah.
when we were growing up, but yeah, I think PlayStation for sure.
Yeah.
What about you?
Probably Xbox, because I remember I bought my first Xbox in 2004 with my birthday money. And then I remember I tried to watch a movie on it, but you couldn't because of some...
On the first Xbox?
No, well, you had to buy an accessory.
I was going to say, I didn't think that you
Because there's a documentary on YouTube you should watch. It's just called The Story of Xbox.
Yeah, we watched the first episode.
Oh well,
After Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah,
And I thought it was interesting, and I wanted to watch the second one, but you're gonna have to find it for me.
yeah, it's
send me the link.
really
or something.
cool. It's really cool.
But
But
actually, the Bill Gates stuff, and it was interesting.
yeah.
I really was.
Well, you had to buy a third-party controller or Xbox actual remote, and then plug a dongle into the front of it because
what?
Because you know what a dongle is?
No.
A dongle is like you plug. It's a USB. A USB is like a dongle, like a USB.
Why don't you just
dongle.
say that? Why do you say dongle?
Because that's what it is. It's not USB. It's like a dongle. Anyways, the reason why they had you do that was because something about the rights to play movies they didn't think about or something, so they had to cover the cost by selling a remote or something. Anyways, it was really interesting. But anyways, yeah.
I had the first Xbox.
I bought the first Xbox and then went right into the Xbox 360. We had a PS2, but
which was a phenomenal console.
it was real. I think it's the top selling console ever.
Yeah, I think we were talking about that one time. Yeah.
And dude, everybody had a PS2, and I felt like everybody had an Xbox 360.
Mm-hmm. Which, from what you've told me, is actually not true. Most people bought PlayStation.
Yeah, but it's just,
including me.
I mean,
I thought
did
everyone had
too,
360 because, like, growing up is like everyone got the Ring of Death.
yeah, that was a big issue.
And-
They lost like,
Remember when the Sony network got hacked?
yeah, we couldn't play MAG for a
We
month.
couldn't play MAG for like 30 days,
Yeah.
and I hated it because every day when I get home from school, there's nothing to do.
What
What am I going to go ride my bike?
have you ever broken anything out of rage for gaming?
Yes.
What?
So I think it was about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I totally broke a headset in half.
Why? What happened?
It was over. I think we were playing Blackout.
Oh yeah.
We were playing Blackout, and I got so enraged. I crumbled. I just snapped my Turtle Beach headset right in half and went to bed. And then I ordered another one.
Nice. I've definitely broken controllers, dude.
If I have broken a controller, it's probably just one, and it was probably back in like the PS3 days.
Really?
Because I would probably sit there like in my parents' basement, like on the ground, like like that.
And they just
And then I never throw it. I would just jam it on the ground.
yeah.
And I think it didn't like come apart, but it broke internally to where I couldn't.
I broke my
move.
brother's nose. He was
Did you
talking
really?
crap. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
He looks like he's a talker, man.
No, he's like the chillest guy.
He is a pretty chill guy.
Like when we play games and stuff.
That stream.
Yeah.
You're
Caleb.
oh,
I'm
dude.
streaming.
As soon as I heard that, I'm like, oh, Kyle's gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
And I could tell
Yeah.
you were.
Yeah, with good
Yeah,
reason.
I don't blame
good
you.
reason.
Oh, I cannot believe he said
What's
that.
what was the best movie you saw last year?
I don't think I saw a new movie at all last year.
And
Like a new one.
Okay, fine. What was the best movie you saw last year? Period. Is there any?
I don't know.
Okay.
I had no idea.
Okay. Ghostbusters, maybe.
No. Definitely not Ghostbusters.
Okay.
Did
Spider-Man.
I see that last year?
Was that last year, or was that in?
That was like January.
That was this year.
January,
wasn't it?
February.
Oh shoot.
That was just like a month ago, yeah. That was pretty good. You know what I wish they did with that movie though, because I think Tobey Maguire is like the OG Spider-Man. And besides, I like the story better of the Tobey Maguire stuff.
Yeah. Are you gonna bring up spoilers for this
No, I don't think so.
for Spider-Man?
No.
Okay.
Well, yeah, maybe. Have you not seen it?
I have, but people listening maybe.
Oh, who cares?
Well, some
If
people
they haven't watched it by now, they're not a Spider-Man fan. So But anyway, like what I wish they did in the movie, the newest Spider-Man movie, is I wish they put Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in there a little bit more than just the last half.
Yeah, but
I wish they put him in a little
yeah,
bit
they were
more.
just definitely building up to that, though.
They were, and of course, I had spoilers before I went and even saw the movie in theaters because it's all over TikTok.
Yep.
And you can't avoid it
No, you
because
can't.
people are just recording it in the movie theater.
Yeah.
And it's going viral on TikTok, so it's showing up on my For You page.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are in the movie, sweet. But man, I think I only saw the first Andrew Garfield one. I
watched.
I
both,
like
yeah.
Andrew Garfield as an actor. I think he's freaking phenomenal as an
Yeah,
actor.
really good actor.
He's very animated. He's very good. He has a very good emotional side to him when there's like an emotional scene. But I just couldn't get around the Spider-Man stuff, and I think it wasn't because of Andrew Garfield. I think it's just
the writing or something.
I think it was how it was writ and then the villains. I was not really a big fan of the villains, and I think the Tom Holland Spider-Mans are too far out there.
See,
Going into space and stuff, too far out there.
well, that wasn't like Avengers.
It's still
Yeah, but in the grand scheme of the whole storyline, it makes sense. They build up to that.
no. The storyline, it makes sense. Like everything connects, everything
Yeah.
makes sense. I mean, you got to watch all the movies.
The one thing I didn't like about Tom Holland's Spider-Man is that his Spider-Man was so dependent on other people. Where at the end of this one, he's finally like his own Spider-Man. He has his own suit. There's no Tony Stark there to hold his hand. You know, what's your favorite comic book movie? You got X-Men. You got Spider-Man. You got
Definitely
Superman.
not X-Men. Just not. I think they did bad with those.
You know, like the first X-Men movie, like kicked off the superhero stuff.
Yeah, didn't like it.
With Hugh Jackman.
Didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No. I never was like an X-Men fan or anything
Yeah.
like that, or like the Weather Woman played by Halle Berry, or what was that?
Storm.
Okay, we'll call her Weather Woman for now.
Yeah.
Double W. But anyway, I would have to say, as far as like transferring it from a comic to, I think Iron Man.
Really?
Yeah, unless you say something that makes me quite, want to change that. But here, back to what I was going to say. The thing about Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is people are mad because they didn't follow comic books 100% because he had his own webs.
Yeah.
You didn't have to make him in a lab, but I like that.
Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah.
I like that better than you having to go get the web things.
Make them.
Because realistically, there's so much room for failure in that. They're gonna fail and they're gonna quit. I mean,
Yeah.
unless he has web block.
Yeah. I would say probably my favorite movie based off a comic book or, like a comic character. The Dark Knight's good. What
They've made him bad though.
do you mean?
George Clooney.
I'm talking I'm talking about The Dark Knight, like the actual movie with Christian Bale and the Joker. That movie specifically.
Okay.
That's
Yes.
a really good interpretation of that.
Blew it out of the park with that one. They
That
did
one,
a
yeah.
phenomenal job.
Um,
And I think Christian Bale's a phenomenal actor, but Heath Ledger,
Yeah.
that was.
I think Batman Returns with Michael Keaton. I love that. That was
It's not because of Michael Keaton. It was because of Tim Burton.
what, that it was good or bad? You don't
Tim
like it?
Burton, I don't think was made to make I just don't think he's good at making it like a superhero movie.
See, when those came out, people had been used to the Adam West
Yeah.
version of Batman, and when they heard Michael Keaton was cast, he was a comedian. They were like, "Oh gosh, it's going to be campy." It was dark for the times. Like
It was.
It was really dark for the times. Like parents were mad because McDonald's was selling Batman.
Oh
movies
yeah.
back in the day.
Val Kilmer for me though.
Okay,
From before the Christian
did-
Bale days, Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer he was a good Batman. I agree. I've come to find out that I don't like super realistic superhero movies. There has to be some room for like, oh, this is a superhero movie. So like the first Avengers movie. In retrospect, it probably looks a little cheesy, but I loved Captain America's suit in that because it was like comic book to the movie, and
Yeah.
to me, it didn't look that goofy.
Okay.
But if you look at it now, it looks a little more goofy. But, Avengers Infinity War for me is a really good. I felt like that was action nonstop. I have to go with the original Superman with Christopher Reeve.
I have literally never seen a single Superman movie.
Maybe that's something we should watch together.
Oh, we still got to watch Ghostbusters 2,
Yeah.
which I still want to watch. Did I tell you I watched
Ghostbusters
in the
Colorado.
hotel when I was
Yeah.
in Colorado? It was the only thing on. And Evan Almighty. I did nothing in Colorado like after I got from the other store.
Yeah.
Go back to the hotel and I watched like, how many episodes of Ice Road Truckers can I watch? I mean, I watched every single freaking one of them. Or Alaskan Bush People. I mean, oh my gosh.
Dick.
Yeah. Is there anything in the news going on lately? I haven't been paying attention to the news ever since our last podcast.
I don't think so.
Because we talked about the Ukraine stuff, but I don't.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything else in the news. I haven't really been paying attention.
I don't know. I did hear that COVID's picking up in China again.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Just saw that like yesterday. No, I don't know. Baseball's back. Baseball's starting
Thank
here before
God.
too long.
Thank God.
Yeah.
You know what bothers me, and I've been saying this a long time. You know what always bothers me about the NFL is they overlap the freaking end of the baseball season, and it takes so much attention away from baseball.
Oh.
I'm a baseball person.
Yeah.
I am. I love it, even though I couldn't tell you names of players or my favorite player, but I just love watching baseball. I love watching highlights. I just absolutely freaking love baseball. But then NFL comes around and then like takes over the media, the TV time and stuff of baseball, and it takes the attention away. I think baseball deserves a lot more attention. I miss baseball when people were roided up
Oh, yeah.
because that's when it was good. Mark McGuire,
Yeah.
Sammy
Mike Sweeney. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, Sammy Sosa. Barry Bonds. I just baseball was better when they were roided up, man.
There were
As much as I'm like probably like against
Did you guys hear that the part of the New Deal is that they can't do shifts anymore? Isn't that crazy?
Wait, what? What do you mean?
You can't like what would happen is like if someone was a pull hitter and they were, let's say, a lefty, you put like your second baseman like in between first and second base, but in the outfield, and then put your third base or your shortstop like on second base.
What?
To shift. Yeah, because you can look up different probabilities of where they're going to hit it and most likely to hit
do that
it.
anymore?
No.
That's the strategy of baseball.
Yeah.
It's a thinking man's game.
I mean,
You can't do that?
I would assume that you can still play in, or if you're in the outfield, you can shift a certain way. But maybe they're.
I think it's because their players aren't roided up anymore, so they're hitting like now they're hitting the equivalent of a t-ball game. So they want to be able to make the action better. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just like I said, baseball back in the day, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, when they were roided up, so much better, and you can get behind it. The players were so well known. I mean, I follow Mike Judge a lot. I mean, the guy's an animal, but there's really no one out there that I can tell you in baseball anymore. I just like watching it. I don't really care about the players anymore. It's just like I like watching it, but man, they need to be roided up again. Especially like when Derek Jeter left the game. Derek Jeter was like the face of baseball when he left. Of course, Barry Bonds and stuff like that. But
did you guys hear that Derek Jeter? So he became CEO of the Marlins.
Yep.
And then he quit this year because he said that they don't want to win. I think that's what he said.
From what I heard, he wasn't happy with the strategy of getting to a World Series.
Yeah, but
in other words,
I thought he said though that the Marlins were okay with not being a winning team.
Well,
like and like not trying to win.
Well, it's like the movie Moneyball. Have you seen that? Jonah Hill and Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
where he's a
long time
recruiter.
ago. Yeah,
what the team that
the
movie is based on.
Oakland A's.
It seems like they weren't trying to get to a World Series. It was about just trying to see who like a good player is, the most cost effective player to get in.
Yeah,
it wasn't like how far is this going to take us. I can see that, and I'm sure Derek Jeter, he wants to win.
Yeah,
because Derek Jeter's a competitive guy. I remember when I was growing up, one of my favorite players was Albert Pujols. He was one of my favorites. I really liked Derek Jeter as well. Not a fan of A-Rod, but Derek Jeter for sure. I was a big fan.
I liked Roger Clemens.
You like Roger Clemens? Yeah, for sure.
Randy Johnson, big old 7-foot guy.
Yep. Randy Johnson
killed that bird.
Yeah, he killed that bird in that video, man. He's also a hunter. I mean,
yeah,
something I
just
get
up in like a deer stand, throws a baseball at a deer.
Oh, they should make they should make like an SNL. That's perfect.
That would
should make like an SNL skit about that with Randy Johnson hunting, like a hunting documentary. He's like, okay, we got this guy, big buck moving in. He just and knocks it.
And then they show it, and it's like an explosion. Got him.
Oh, that's
can't really do anything with the meat.
That's a great comedy bit, man. That'd be
good.
such a good comedy bit. But I miss baseball.
What are some of your
what it
favorite
was.
comedy movies?
Okay, so Pineapple Express, Step Brothers are up there because I think James Franco doing comedy in Pineapple Express was spot on.
Really?
He was hilarious because you see like the James Franco when he did Pineapple Express, the James Franco that you know is clean cut. He's the guy in Spider-Man and this and that. He's clean cut, and then he goes and does Pineapple Express, and he's got long hair. He's a pothead. He's high out of his mind, and it was really interesting. But he was hysterical. James Franco has a lot of volume in his acting. I love James Franco, man. Even though he's gone under a lot of scrutiny the last few years for certain addiction stuff and stuff like that, but I love his stuff. He's like a true actor.
Yeah,
he takes it like thespian or whatever they call themselves. Thespians, is that what they call themselves?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Just want to make sure I'm saying that right. Don't want to offend
Talking
anybody.
about thespians and dongles. Why don't you ask me?
What was the question you asked me just now? I don't have a very.
I would
good
say
attention
my
span.
favorite comedy is probably
comedy.
Dumb and Dumber is up there. The Grinch is pretty good.
You're gonna say the Mike Myers movies.
Oh, I'm in Austin Powers.
Austin
Wayne's
Powers.
World's pretty good.
I like Mike Myers as a person because I like watching him in interviews. He's just seems like he's genuine and like authentic.
Yeah.
His humor is different for me. I'm not saying he's not funny.
Spinal Tap. That's a funny movie.
I never heard that one.
Yeah, we need to watch that. That's really good.
Okay, we'll add that to the freaking list of movies you got to show me too. But you're a Mike Myers comedy guy, and I like and it's not like Mike Myers comedy is not like witty. I like witty, like quick words, like almost like I like Paul Rudd or Jason, the guy who the actor.
Sudeikis?
No, he was in like crap. What was it? Ozark. Is that guy's name?
Oh, Jason Bateman?
Jason Bateman. I really
Yeah.
like Jason Bateman because I think he's hysterical because he's got like a quick wit, but it's like humdrum. I like that. Like it's like that stagnant.
You like
sense of
Will
humor.
Ferrell?
I do. I love Will Ferrell.
I think his comedy's all the same. And all of his movies, it's just the same. I'm not a big Will Ferrell guy.
I like him.
I think it's the same.
Did you see him in the movie Everything Must Go? It's the only serious movie I've ever seen Will Ferrell in.
No, but is that the one where there's a voice talking to him?
No.
Narrating?
No.
I think
Everything
that's
must go is he got divorced and he's got locked out of his house and he's living on his front yard.
Oh, gotcha.
It's interesting. Yeah.
Interesting.
You do any good impressions?
We'll do that for next episode. We're coming up on 45 minutes.
Don't time it. We can go past it.
Yeah, but I don't feel like doing impressions right now.
No. I'm not saying that. We can go past 45 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I don't care about the impressions. We can go past 45.
Yeah, I do some pretty good impressions.
If we can keep it going, let's go to like 50 or 60.
I can do some pretty good impressions.
No, I don't believe it.
You've heard me do impressions.
Oh, that's you being doing.
Yeah, but I don't want to do
impressions.
it right now.
That was just you being you.
No. Do you do any impressions?
No.
Yes, you do.
I only do like one, and it's like a Trump one. And
Yeah,
it's not that great.
you could do Trump. You can do a 30-year-old alcoholic pretty good.
I've been doing that one for the last 12 years, man.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby. I don't know. I do like
It's
do you know the podcast? I don't know.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It's not like the best impression, but it's a funny one. I like doing it. Bill Cosby. It's funny.
Christopher Walken's pretty.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow. That's it.
Cowbell. No, but sometimes like these impressionists, man, they only use like one term when they do impressions. It takes like years.
Donald.
Like Dana Carvey.
Why don't we have a Donald talk here?
Okay. You want to have a Donald talk on the Listen Dude podcast?
Thank you for coming, Donald.
No, thank you. Appreciate you. You're wonderful. You're terrific. But
Great guy here. Donald is a great guy.
right. Ask anyone. But do you remember, Ryan?
It's like Donald giving himself. Have you seen that video where it's like Donald debating himself and it's like somebody put him?
Ryan, do you remember this was several years ago? This was back in like 2016 or 17, where we were taking an Uber back from the bar somewhere downtown. It might have been in Westport. And the whole ride back is like a 35-minute ride. We're doing Trump impersonations, and the Uber driver was cracking up. He didn't say anything the whole time. He was just laughing, and we kept doing it because he was laughing, and we're trying to one up each other on Trump impressions. Crooked Hillary. We got our Uber driver named Nathan. Believe me, no one's a better Uber driver than Nathan. Ask anyone. But yeah, I remember that. We just like kept doing the Trump impersonation because for one, it's actually not that hard of an impersonation, and two, it's freaking hilarious.
Yeah,
it makes everyone laugh.
Yeah, that one does. I can do Michael Caine a little bit, but I have to have a raspy voice. I have to get my voice right.
Jeez, man, people are gonna have to turn their radios down or their headphones down if they listen. To that.
I gotta get a scratchy voice because, like you gentlemen, when I was in the military in tech school, okay, no, we would get like the same driver to take us to base and stuff, pretty much, and I'd always do my Michael Caine, and he's like, "Hey, that's pretty good."
Just stuck
but it's I'm out of practice.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't know what I'm going to do with you.
Yeah, you got what's the other one you do? Herbert the Pervert?
Yeah, only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. That's from an old Michael Caine movie.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite Michael Caine movie?
Somebody with some popsicles. That's it. It's not very good.
Herbert the Pervert?
Yeah. Popsicles? I don't want any popsicles.
Imagine people listening to that.
I don't want any popsicles.
Imagine people listening to this. They'll laugh at that.
We should just do that.
Yeah. You should have a...
Let me tell you, I want popsicles. I love popsicles. The American, the red, white, and blue popsicles in my mouth. I love them. I love popsicles too.
Fair enough, I guess. Shit.
Where's Bill Cosby?
Oh, no.
Is he a popsicle guy?
I don't practice Bill Cosby.
So I don't do Michael Caine a lot.
I don't practice Bill Cosby ever, though. The only time I ever do it is if like someone brings it up.
I'm bringing it up.
Do you want the popsicle? That's all I got.
Popsicle. I don't want a popsicle.
That's all I got. I can only do like one little phrases for Bill Cosby. I can't do anything like full sentences.
Let's see what else is
Jimmy
there.
Fallon does a phenomenal Bill Cosby.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, he does a great Bill Cosby. I love his Bill Cosby. It's good.
Let's see.
Biden. When I was a little boy, back in 1908, I had a pet snail. His name was Rufus.
Who else is a pretty easy impression? Bless you.
Jeez. Ryan does impression.
Can you do Scooby-Doo?
Row, no.
You can't?
No. Ryan does a pretty good impression of a douche. He's been in character for years.
So you're a thespian. Yeah.
He hasn't got his call yet from his agent. They need a role for a douche.
You know, we were talking about Lord of the Rings earlier, and it gets me emotional. Remember when Aragorn's like, Frodo, and they run into battle? That gets me.
That's a good one. Well, it makes like... Okay, there's a difference. Does getting goosebumps count?
No.
Because there's so many things that give me goosebumps when it comes to watching movies. All the time. Like I was watching Country Strong the other night. Gwyneth Paltrow and Tim McGraw on it and stuff like that. But that movie kind of gives me goosebumps.
The goose pimples.
It is sad too. It's a sad movie. It really is.
Oh, just look at it.
Yeah, it's got to look at it. What are you
wiping the windows?
Are you wiping the windows? Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Got to look at it.
In the passenger seat.
He gave me a ticket in the passenger seat.
I said, "Oh, would you look at this?"
And there was that one part. What was that guy's name? Bassmaster.
Ed
Bassmaster.
Yeah. He had hacker.
What was your favorite character he did? I think mine was
Hacker. I think Hacker, where he's
when he had like a swollen.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
and he would go to people at the gym and lay it on their head or something.
My favorite is he would wear this stupid short like a chili bowl mullet thing.
Oh,
And it'd be I work, and he'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
oh, give me the controller, I move." And he'd like, no, I work. Yeah.
yeah.
I plant flowers. Look. The guy's like, no.
Whatever happened to that
How you
guy?
start it?
Yeah.
On a lawnmower. How you start it? He gets so mad.
I remember that one. Whatever happened to that guy?
I don't know.
Man?
We just grew up, I guess.
I think he actually dwindled out a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Man, those were good days, man. Ed Bassmaster videos were awesome. Mad TV days, those Mad TV
Matt
skits.
TV with Stewart.
Oh, Stewart.
Look what I can do.
Oh yeah. My favorite skits on Mad TV was Lorraine.
Lorraine. Whoa. That one.
Yeah. So here we are at Florida University. You know, the big FU. those were
Yeah.
the Lorraine skits were awesome on Mad TV, man.
Yeah, Matt TV was really good.
I think it's better than SNL.
Oh yeah, I agree. I agree.
Key and Peele came off Mad TV, didn't they?
No.
Or they
They
came
came
off
off-
Comedy
they-
Central.
Well, they came off of all that. Remember, like in the old Nickelodeon shows, the Amanda Bynes show.
I don't remember that far back, dude. I didn't grow up with cable, man. I've never had cable
Yeah.
my entire life.
Yeah.
So I would have to go to friends' houses to watch this stuff. So when they talk about old shows that were like only on cable, I had no idea what they're talking about.
Well, that might do it for today's podcast.
That might do it. Do you have any final words, Ryan? Great. Okay. Episode 3, Listen to podcast.
We'll see you next time.
Hopefully the audio is better. And we'll see you next time.